And how many people, sir, would you say is living here right now?
At the moment, I think for with the male, probably we are about. I know this the program says 80, but I think we are about probably at the moment. I haven't seen beds which are vacant, so it may be the 80. We might be there 80. With the female side, I don't know, but they could be over 100.
David Menzies for the Rebel News here in North Toronto. Now, folks, you may recall that back in February, we were on this very site. This is where a Toronto Hydro facility used to be. And we speculated back then that this building was going to be converted to be the latest facility housing refugees. Well, lo and behold, a couple of weeks ago, our prediction came true. This facility doesn't house hydro executives or bureaucrats anymore. It has been reconditioned, and there are dozens and dozens of beds here housing refugees. Now, we tried to ask for a tour of the facility, and we were told that we're not allowed to be here, which is kind of funny because given that my cameraman and I are taxpayers here, it's sort of perverse that the people paying the freight are not allowed to come on the inside the facility. And when it comes to paying the freight, this is most interesting. Our friend at the Toronto Sun, Sue-Ann Levy, she amassed details showing that the bill for the city of Toronto alone in terms of housing refugees is now $75 million a year. And what's more, you have to look at the strain refugees are putting on the city's emergency housing shelters. Back in January 2016, refugee-claimants occupied 11% of shelter beds. Today, that number has soared to 36%. And that's the thing, folks. You can draw a direct line to this population boom in terms of refugee claimants to Justin Trudeau's infamous tweet of "Welcome to Canada." And that's where we are right now. Justin Trudeau gets to virtue signal welcoming refugees and those who say they're refugees. Remember, they're claimants. Some might not be fleeing persecution. Some might be just economic refugees. But it is the taxpayer footing the bill. Now, while we were filming outside the shelter, a individual who resides at the shelter, Henry from Uganda, he came by and he was willing to chat with us. Here is his story. Yeah, can you tell us your story? My name's David Menzies with Rebel News, and can you tell us where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Uganda.
Uganda?
This place. Yeah.
Aside from weather, how is the things going for you?
Well, because I had been in the UK, much of it's winter, but here it's getting a little bit more chilly.
It's getting ridiculous. Right?
Ridiculous, yes. But, well, it's better than to be in the country where you are being persecuted. Yes. At least now you know that, yes, in the safe hands.
And, sir, can you tell us what it's like inside this refugee center? I mean, it's only been open for a couple of weeks. Who are the people there? Is there other people from Uganda, or are they from all over the world?
Yeah, there are other people from Uganda and other parts of the world. I've known people. I've seen people generally from Africa, but the number of people who have countries, I can see Nigerians, Kenyans, some Tanzanians, Ethiopians. Generally, I've seen, I think, some from Asian country. I'm not quite sure, but I think I've seen some of them. But the majority are coming from Africa.
And is it nice inside? Is it clean? Do you get your own bed? Is the food good?
Yes, the food is good. Well, we can't complain because of what we've gone through, but apart from that, I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this, but the colleagues from the female side of it, I've been hearing about, they complain about what I think that I don't know what is happening with the female side, but I understand their water is cold. Their water is cold and
For bathing and
for bathing. Yeah, so water is for bathing at point. And actually, yesterday we had a meeting, a residents meeting, and we raised some issues. And the management seems to be a little bit understanding, and they will say they are all aware of what is going, and we know, of course, it's a new, and they're trying to do whatever they can because, yeah. But
and how many people, sir, would you say is living here right now?
at the moment, I think with the male, probably we are about. I know the program says 80, but I think we are about probably at the moment. I haven't seen beds which are vacant, so it may be the 80. We might be there 80. With the female side, I don't know, but they could be over 100. So yeah,
Maybe 200 altogether then?
probably we're supposed to be 200 altogether, but at the moment maybe we are about. I can't guess, but probably we are almost at 200.
Now, folks, another notable thing about this shelter is that it is situated on prime real estate. It is right on Yonge Street, just north of the Finch subway station. And this area, if you walk around, it is in complete redevelopment where strip plazas once were. They're being demolished, and in their place, luxury high-rise condominiums are going up. So I would imagine that this footprint of land that this shelter is situated on itself is worth a very pretty penny indeed. But not to worry, because earlier today, folks, John Tory announced at a breakfast meeting that, guess what? Contrary to what he promised before, taxes at the City of Toronto are going up for property owners. Hey, somebody has to pay for this, I guess. For the Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, we here at the Rebel News endeavored to bring you the other side of the story, so why not become a premium subscriber? Please go to premium.rebelnews.com. That's premium.rebelnews.com. Sign up and never miss another Rebel video.